guys, welcome back. I'm starting by priming my eyes with my Graftobian black base. You can use any black base, and I'm applying it with my fingers because the finger really warms up the product nicely. So I use that and I apply it all over my lid. I'm not going above my crease, I'm leaving it just on the lid. And now I'm going in with my e.l.f. fluffy blending brush. It's a small blending brush, and I'm applying a light pink just above the crease here, and this is going to be our first transition color because we're transitioning from light purple into darker purple into black, right? So we want to do a kind of fade thing going on. So I applied a darker pink here on top of the first pink that we just applied. I'm using the same fluffy blending brush for this, and you just want to make kind of like back and forth windshield wiper motion swipes. Yeah, so this look is gonna involve a lot of blending, so just be patient. I'm using tape, just normal tape, and I'm gonna put this tape on the back of my hand just to remove most of the stickiness because your face is very tender and you don't want to have all that stickiness applying to your face. So I'm just measuring, looking at both sides to see if it's even. The tape is going to give us that sharp line. And now I'm using a matte black with my e.l.f. eyeshadow shader brush, and I'm patting that color on top of the black base that we used first in the beginning, and you want to pat it directly onto the lid. You don't want to drag it, else you're not going to get that opaque look that you're going for on the lid. As you draw closer to the crease, what I'm doing there is I'm going a little light-handed because it's going to be easier to blend if the product is a little lighter here, right? So now I'm going in with my e.l.f. shader brush, not shader brush, the blending brush, the first brush that we used, and I'm using a plum purple color. This is from my Morphe 35N palette. All these colors that I've used so far is from my Morphe 35N palette. So this darker purple is what it's going to do, is going to blend the black and the lighter purple that we worked with in the beginning. So it's kind of like fading into each other. So you just want to blend. It's going to take some time, but just be patient. So here I am blending. You want to blend a lot, right? So I'm going back over with the black because the blending process kind of took away the color, the black that was on the lid, right? So I'm just going over that with my flat shader brush. And now I'm going back over the top with the lighter purples that we used. And then I'm going in with a light matte cream color. Yeah, and I'm putting that under the brow. I didn't want to use white because I thought white would have been a bit too harsh for the transition from the black into the purple. Then white would have been a little bit too much in my opinion. Right? And then I went on to add some purple, some of the lighter purple that we used in the beginning because we lost that as well when we were blending. So I'm just adding that back in right above the crease, and I'm just making sure that everything is even on both sides as you see me doing there. And now I'm just removing the tape gently, right? And I'm going in with my Morphe B73. It's an angle brush, and I'm just using that to apply my base. I'm using a concealer as my base. It's just a concealer that is way too light for me, so it's gonna actually help with the color popping. So I'm using my e.l.f. pencil crease brush here. I am so sorry for my fingers, you guys, it's ridiculous. Anyway, so I'm patting on a kind of burnt orange onto the concealer that we placed under our eye, and what you want to do is pat and then blend. pat and then blend, so you get rid of that harsh line that's happening underneath the eye there. So you pack the color on and then you blend it out, right? It is going to take some time, so just be patient, but don't pull on your skin too much because the skin underneath here is sensitive. So just blend lightly until it looks like it's fading into your skin. And now I'm going in with the same brush, and I'm using a more of a yellow orange color. We used a burnt orange before. This one has a little more yellow in it, and I'm putting that in the inner and the outer part of my eye. And you can see that I'm bringing it way down. This is not usual. We're bringing it way down because that's the look that I was going for. I wanted the orange to kind of fade into my skin a little bit lower than usual because it was kind of a dramatic look that I was going for. And I'm just making sure that it's even on both sides, right? So outer part and inner part with this yellow orange. Now it's time for the liner. And for this liner, I'm so sorry if I got to show you all, that's the brush I'm using there, but I forgot to show you all the pigment that I'm using. The pigment that I'm using is from Soft Touch Cosmetics, and it's called Peacock Green, I believe. And I'm so sorry that my hand is blocking, but what I'm doing is just making small strokes very close to my lash line using that artist brush there. And I'm just going very carefully, small strokes, right, as you can see there. And I'm just bringing it down to the end, and when you reach to the end, you want to make that line between the purple and the orange. As you see there, it's just a straight line to separate the two, right? And you want to take your time and then join that line to the small strokes that you made onto your lid, right? And I'm just going to now fill in that area. So the liner starts off basically as a normal wing, and then it gets to the complicated part. Not complicated, but the unusual part, right? So my hand is kind of blocking, but I'm starting from the middle part of the outer wing, and you see I messed it up there. And I'm trying to mess up the other side to make it look like if messiness was my intent. But I mean, sometimes these things happen and you just have to make it work. So what I did, I was too hurried to bring that line up, and that was the result. But you can make these things work. I mean, anything is art, right? So I'm just trying to neaten it up a little bit, and I'm filling in any gaps. This doesn't have to be exactly what I am doing. You guys can add your own flair to it. But yeah, you just have to take your time and do small strokes and you'll get it. Now, my original intent was to use white mascara, but then I realized I don't have white mascara, so I'm just using a white eyeshadow base and a spoolie, and I am just applying that to my lashes that I hardly have. Good Lord. And I got some of the products on my bottom lash line where I put the orange, so I'm just going back in with that pencil brush and putting some of the orange shadow over it. I'm using a blue pencil here from Elude in Aquatic, and I'm just putting that in my waterline. Some people have sensitive eyes, you do not have to do this step, you can skip it if you want. And I'm using a black in the same Elude, and I'm tight lining. This is very uncomfortable, so you don't have to do it if you have very sensitive eyes. And now I'm gonna put on mascara. My left lashes is my real lashes, and because I just used 2 coats of this Voluminous mascara here. I haven't mastered how to put on lashes on cameras yet, but I'll just use this for now, and I'm just giving that 2 coats to give it that volume and length that you see going on in my completed eye. Now, people, this Soft Touch eye pigment in Ice Violet, sorry, it is so pretty. I just wanted something to sparkle on my face, and this is it. This eye pigment, if you have to get any from Soft Touch, get this one. It's so pretty. It fell on my face and I'm just like, yes, yes. It could have been all over my face. I love it so much. Now I'm using my Jordana lip pencil. You can see I love it. You see the size of it? Real short. I'm just using that to outline my lips, to prep for my lip color. I wanted to keep it natural because my eyes are so busy. So I'm just outlining it. This color is Chestnut, I believe. And I'm using my LA Girl lip paint to blend these two colors together. This dark pencil and then the light color of the lip paint is really gonna make the color very nude and close to my skin tone, and that's what I wanted. I just wanted to cancel out the lips and then focus on the eyes, right? So I'm just using a normal lip brush for this. It's a synthetic brush, and I'm blending that out. And then you do that little lip thing there, give a little smile. So I went back in with the orange because I found it wasn't looking that bright. So I just added that back in there, and that's the final look. This is the final look, my bird inspiration. Now let me tell you something. This purple that I have going on here, as you can see in the thumbnail photo, it has no purple in it, but when a girl starts to do she thing, you know, she's adding colors, but it was an inspiration. So yeah, so I'm just gonna tell you what the name of the bird is and where it can be found in Trinidad. When I decided to do this bird series, I found out that we have a lot of really nice birds in Trinidad. I'm like, I never see a lot of these birds, but it's very interesting. Now some of these names I cannot pronounce, like it looks like French or something, but I will try my best to say what it is. Okay, I'll put the name on the screen. So this bird that I did today is called the blue darkness. Darkney. I have no idea how you pronounce it, but that's the name of it on the bottom of the screen there. Apparently that is a local name, and the scientific name is called Darkness Kayana. Now, if anybody knows what language this is, please tell me, because I am here struggling. I did French in school, not too great, but yeah. Oh no, you guys, the local name of the bird is called Vert de Gris. I'm not sure how I pronounce that. And this bird can be found at Azorite Nature Center in Trinidad. That's the bird that inspired me to do this look. I really wanted to do something different with the eyeliner because I just wanted to. You know, normal wing is normal wing, right? So I hope you guys enjoyed this first part of my series. So stay tuned because next week, as I said before, I'm gonna do a different bird. And if you guys really liked how this looked, just let me know. Thumbs up the video, leave a comment. If you have questions about certain things, just let me know. I'm gonna add my Instagram and Facebook in the description bar. So I hope you guys really enjoyed this tutorial. I think I said that like a million times, but I hope you guys enjoyed it. And yeah, I'll see you guys in my next video. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. Share this with your friends publicly. Anybody can see this, anybody, doesn't matter. So that's it. Take care. Bye bye.